Next, we're going to take a look at our summer camps. And first off, let's look back at what we've done in the past. In the past, camp has had a traditional model, which basically means that we've served 2nd through 12th graders during the same week. And so we've had a camp for 2nd through 4th graders, a camp for 5th and 6th graders, a camp for middle school campers, and then we've had a senior high camp. And all of those have been here together. They have functioned separately and kind of been their own camp, moving around, and we've had to schedule around that. And that's been a great model for us. It also has some limitations with how many campers can be on site, with use of facilities, and also obviously if we're juggling and moving all of them around, it also creates some scheduling difficulties. And so in the new model, the Summit model, what that means is we're going to be able to have one age group here at camp that we can focus on. And really, it offers us several benefits. The first of those, we have a focused staff. They can be focused solely on that age group. If your 2nd through 4th graders are here, that's the mindset they have, that's who they're working with, and they can be prepped and ready to work with them. The second benefit is age-specific programming for the whole camp. There are some things we're going to be able to do with these camps that we've never been able to do before. We're going to have some large group experiences, some small group experiences, and our program offerings are going to run the gambit on that. Another thing that we're going to be able to offer this year that we couldn't with our previous format is the ability for campers to choose their own schedule, and we'll get a little bit more in detail about that in a second. The next thing we can offer is tracks, and that's also, again, something we're going to cover in more detail. And then lastly, it offers us the ability to increase our capacity to minister. And Loucon doesn't want to have more campers here so that we can make money. Loucon wants to have more campers here so that we can minister to them, love them, help them have this experience and know who Christ is and grow deeper in that relationship. So let's take a look at choosing your own schedule. In the choose your own schedule model, campers are going to have the opportunity to choose a portion of what their schedule looks like. We are still working on some of the details for this, so we can't give exact specifics. But for the most part, in the past, campers had a set schedule. They moved from one piece to the next. And in this way, it's going to be a little bit more like a tree. It's all a part of the same, but during portions of the day, they can choose to go off one branch, while another camper might choose to go a different branch or to follow a different route. They may choose, maybe they really love rappelling. Maybe they would like to do that more than once during a day. Maybe they enjoy crafts and they would like to have more opportunities to do that throughout their schedule. But this is going to give them a little bit more freedom to do more of what it is that they prefer or want to get out of the camp experience. Now, let's talk about the tracks. All right, next we're talking about tracks, and this is one of the pieces that we're really excited about. And to start out with this year, there's going to be 4 basic tracks. There's the choir track, the sports track, the discipleship track, and then the traditional model or traditional track, which is if a camper wants to come to camp, they're going to move through the schedule kind of like they have traditionally in the past. The exception to that is they're going to have one more opportunity of an activity to choose. But for the most part, it will be that whole choose your own model and all the things they're used to doing at camp, things they expect, folk dancing and all that kind of stuff. Now with the other tracks, let's look at choir and sports because that's a really good example. Let's say that I really love choir. I really enjoy singing and performing, and I really like to work with others to develop a performance. And so that choir track allows me to do that. But let's say I've got a friend and they really can't sing or don't like to sing, but they love sports. And so what happens is traditionally in the past, I would have gone to my week of camp, they would have gone to their week of camp. We would have enjoyed camp and it would have been awesome, but we wouldn't have shared that together. Or maybe we would have had to have chosen a camp that was good and we were together, but it really wasn't focused on something that we're passionate about. And so in this way, we get to go to camp together. We get to have this great shared experience where we're doing a lot of things together and growing in our relationship with God. but at the same time, during segments of the day, we will break off and they'll focus on sports, and I'll focus on my choir experience and working on that presentation for the entire camp. And we get to have these shared experiences and these powerful individual experiences that really align with what we love and who we are. And so that's pretty awesome. The discipleship camp is really, as I mentioned earlier, we like to, in a previous segment, we like to focus on our campers coming to know Christ, growing in that relationship, but then also getting deeper. And discipleship really allows for those who want to know Christ better, who want to understand more fully what it means to follow Him and to live for Him. It allows them to have times during the week where they get together in a small group and where they learn and study and grow and discuss what it is to be a disciple, a follower of Christ. And so it's pretty exciting stuff.